Vintage audio repair is our main. Bringing old electronics back to life is our game. Tubes and wires we arrange. Every circuit we exchange. Dusty gears begin to turn. Ancient speakers start to burn. We revive the faded sound, where lost frequencies are found. Through the cracks and through the ground, we revive the faded sound. Crackling tapes and humming noise, broken knobs and shattered joys. Every fix we deploy brings back life to your pride and joys. Dusty gears begin to turn. Ancient speakers start to burn. We revive the faded sound, where lost frequencies are found. Through the cracks and through the ground, we revive.
Hi guys, and good evening. And tonight on the bench we've got a Dansette Major, not the deluxe, just a standard Major for our perusal. So let's see what we've got, shall we? I've downloaded the paperwork, so we've got a few different amps here, and I think the one we want is the bottom one. It does say Major Deluxe, but this has got a woodworm, or it's had woodworm. So let's get it apart, have a look inside. Turn the soldering iron on, ready? There you go. It's all ready to go. Come on, you bugger. Got the box for the screws. Fuck's sake, why does he put different fucking screws in them? Fucking hell. And this is not even the right screw. This is out of somewhat modern. And it's fucking, yeah, it's not the right screw. Now we're back to the fucking flat screwdriver. Right. That's been ripped off, been ripped that. Right. Oh. Don't know where the smoothing capacitor is. Oh, don't know the circuit board on these. And they're on the circuit board on these. It uses a. We'll get into the amplifier in a minute. I'll just get the screws out. Hopefully he's not made a mess, but doesn't really matter what he's done with this. I know these pretty well, so we should be okay. All the same, don't like them being bodged. There's no need for bodgery. Now if this doesn't come out, this could be a problem, but it's out. It's coming. So it's Christmas. There we go. There's two at the back. One there and one right behind that tower. Right behind the mechanism tower. There it is. There it is. Might not be able to lift that with my fingers, might have to wait to lift the board, the motor board out. Might see if I can get my fingers down there and grab that. No, I'll have to do that in a minute. Get it out in a minute when I lift the board out. Motor board, that is. Right. Right, well, we're not plugging this in. We're not plug any of these in. Right, it came with a note. See what the note says. Previous issues sorted. Right, whatever. Working but bad ground earth. Loud buzzing. Yeah, whatever. Won't be an earth. Won't be that simple. It never is. Right, so what we want. We want to disconnect this. That's chock block, yeah, that's okay. This has had a new bottom put on it because Dansette wouldn't have put that on. I don't think they would have done. It looks like it's had a new bottom. Hardboard. Something. No hooks. Whatever, use no hooks. Right, so they must have got that. Well, it is a Dansette bottom. It is original. But they were probably getting the fucking hardboard cheap from somewhere. Why we're not surprised with Dansette being the rubbish company it was. And I'm just going to clip these. That's your grid. EL84 valve. Right. He's put another one of those fucking dopey fucking lead things in again, but that doesn't make much difference because we're gonna put an earth in this one. We're gonna clip the power lead anyway. So we can desolder it. Can I desolder it? Ouch. I'm going to just clip it. Gotta get that screw back as well. Do that in a minute. Let's clip this. And there's the earth. Clip that. There we go. That can stay with the case. The rest of it. And the speaker. That's not new. I should say that's not. Look at that big lump of solder on the speaker wire. It's been wrapped around that. So let's see what, let's just clip the fucking wires. Be easier to try and straighten everything out later. There you go. Well, this hasn't got the original screws in it. There we go. There's one. Oh, no, it's not. They're not original. Get the knobs off. Has he glued these fucking knobs on? If he's glued these fucking knobs on, it ain't getting done. There's one off. Let's try this one. The one wouldn't go. But I think we can. Has he glued that on? There's no grub screws in them. There you go. What we're glued on. Right, so that's disconnected. That's disconnected. We're not going to bother lifting that out, there's no need. Let's get the other screwdriver, there's a screw. Oh, it's a Phillips in there, oh fuck's sake. There we go. There you go. Try and get these screws out. These are not the correct screws. That one could be, but I don't think any of them are. That one next to it certainly ain't. It's a modern one, that. Right. So I don't think we've got. Oh shit. This is not the right screw. What the fuck else is holding that? We've got that. What the fuck else is holding it? Oh. Fucking hell. For a minute, get these screws back. Yeah, so Dansette fucking just used board they got from anywhere by the look of this. What a shitter. Why Dansette's a shit. Dansette's a shit. Put that in there. And it'll stay with the unit. Well, I say unit, I use that as a really loose term. It'll stay with the shitter. So it goes back. And that is supposed to be attached to there. Anyway. There you go. This fucking daft case out of the way. Stick it on top of that pie for now, so it can sit there. Right. So let's see fucking problem this is, shall we? Yeah. Take the valve out. I will start bad. Ouch! Fucking bit of fucking something stuck in my hand there. Oh, that hurt. Made me jump. Right. Right. This has got a loud hum. Right. Right, so this is a fucking mess. Christ. Right. We'll start. Start by taking the transformer off. This is a mess, this, guys. Terrible. Start by taking the transformer off, because once we get that out of the way we can see everything. Transformer off. Right. Let's have a look. Right, that's your record player motor. I have to disconnect all this. So record player motor off the end, that's your black. And your HT is that end. Sorry, that's your mains. Your HT is there. Sorry, what I didn't say, ouch. Right, that one there's heaters. That orange is heaters. And that is HT. So let's just make a quick note. So secondary, that's ground, that's not used. Heater. HT. Oh, sorry. No. Mains, that's it. Right, that's all sorted out for that. Now, it tells us all on the transformer anyway. Yeah, because there's your, shows us it all here anyway. Yeah, it shows us it all here anyway, so we don't have to worry too much about that. It's showing us anyway, so we're okay. Now, this is wrong, so we'll put that back to how it should be. Now, let's have a look. That's your tone. And that's probably right because you haven't had to have them off. Look at the state of this. Ooh. Right. That's your heater. And where's the pin for the heater plus? Jesus. Ooh, this is a mess, guys. Has this been cut? If it has, I can separate it. Yeah. That's your HT. That's. Whoever that is, he can fucking wait. That goes to ground. That goes to ground. And I think we've a ground missing. That's your HT. Right. Let's give you guys a look at the. Let's go to camera 3, and we'll look at the paperwork. On remote camera. There you go. And we'll look at first we'll look at the chassis, and then we'll look at the paperwork. Well, this is another disastrous disaster, which I've got to sort out. Now, this wire here is for the heater. Try and do something about that because that looks pretty fucking crap. See what we can do. That's to the transformer. That's your HT to your transformer. There to your motor. There to your tone. That one from the volume control, which is all burnt, so it'll be getting replaced. That's how was that? And that's to your grid, and that's your positive, and that's the positive of your rectifier. It goes to there. So we're going to do all this, make it nice and neat. Is it signed anywhere, this amp? No. It just shows you how shit they were, doesn't it? Right, so what's he put in for caps? Right, 433, 422, and the other one probably be a 22 as well, but can't fucking see. 22, yeah. And so that's to your transformer, that's to your speaker. Right. What did the note say about this? Well, that wasn't it, that was my personal notes. That wasn't it. Previous issues sorted. Working but bad ground / earth. Loud buzzing. Right, so what we'll do, what we can start by checking the ground continuities. Right, I mean this is made by TOC or AMC, it depends on which one you want to believe. Right. Right, this is your HT, so we need to make sure we don't connect the ground to that by accident. This is a ground here. And where was that connected? That was connected. That one there was connected to fucking somewhere here. Because I just desoldered that. Well, there's the ground. Put it on. There you go. So we can just pop that on there. Right, that's not ground there. The ground is that one there. So what we'll do, move that HT, make sure that we're not going to touch anything. And what we can do, we can I think I've seen this before, but in a different fucking case. It weren't in the case that it's come here in. I think I've seen this before. I could be wrong. Right, so now we should have a good ground on there now. Yeah. So let's have a look at the capacitor grounds, see how they're done. Yeah, they're all going into there. Yeah. There is a ground missing from there, the ground lug, but we made up for that. The ground here, ground, let's get my pencil. Got a ground here, there's a ground there, there's a ground, this is a ground here, which goes to the valve socket. So if I can move this brown wire just so it's not touching that other one. Right. Because that's actually a resistor that comes through the board. We'll test those, see if they're okay. It's a capacitor. No, this is not one I've done. Why has that fucking come out of there? No, this is not one I've done. I thought I'd seen this sometime in the past. I haven't, because I would have cut the legs down on that and made it nice and short, which is probably what I will do. No, this is not one I've seen. Look like it though from these wires. So what we'll do, we'll take that wire off because it's burnt, and we'll try, instead of just sticking it on like that, there you go, get rid of that. Now, where's my wires? Let's get me wire kit. See, because I have got some wires which are those colours. I don't recognise the case, but I do recognise some of the work. Guys. So have I had this before, or has he? Or I'll tell you what it might be. He might have sent the amp. It might be one way he sent the amp. I've done it for him, and then for some daft reason it's developed a fucking loud fucking hum. So we'll test everything. We'll test the capacitors and everything, but first we'll just straighten everything. So it could be. So what we'll do, we'll get that round as far as we can take it. Now can I shift that fucking wire there? Because what we'll do, we can stick that now. Might be better sticking it that way. So try and push that down and then close it up, and then no, I can't. Tell you what we'll have to do. Where's my solder? Had a piece earlier, I don't know where it's gone. I'll just get another piece off the roll. Right, so what I'll do, I'll tin that wire. Now what I'll do, I'll tin the pin. There you go. Put the wire. If I can hold it back onto there. That's fucking hot. Wait for it to cool down. See if it stiffens up. If it stiffens up, we've got a good connection. Oh yeah, that's better. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's much better. So we can actually connect this back together. We can connect this back together. There we go. Connect this HT wire back together. There you go. Let's get that back together. So that's it, that's sorted back out. Now this goes to the transformer, it's the, what do you call it? So I don't see why that should be a problem. So what we can do next, we can check the capacitors to see if we can find something to put under there. There's that standing block. So we can use that. There we go. There we go. That will do us. Let's go to capacitor and see if we've got a problem with the capacitor. So that's ground. That's diode test. There you go, that's ground. We've got one. That's coming up as open. But is it really open? It could be. It's coming up as open. Open line, yeah. The next one could be open. 34.0, yeah. This one. Oh, hang on. This is the one THT. 40, yeah, that's good. So, and this one. That one's open. So there's the problem. It's that white one there. It's that one there, which is open, which is that one. So if we can get that out, take the wire off it. So yeah, that one's gone open. But why won't the fucking wire come off? It's been wrapped round it. I mean, we can always put another wire on, that's no problem. But there you go. Now let's test it now. But that's not going anywhere because there's no valve in it, so I don't see why. Let's test this again. Hang on. Yeah, 20, yeah, no, it's not open. It isn't open. I would think it would be, but sometimes you have to check these things. Let's put this wire back on. It must be going through a resistor or something, because there's no valve on it. Let's sort of solder that back on. There you go. So none of them are open, they're all good. So so let's have a look at the paperwork. Right. Paperwork on this should be very, very simple. I mean, look at it, there's fuck all on it. So, the paperwork is this one here. No, it can't. Oh, yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah. It's the bottom one. So we'll get rid of that. And we'll get rid of that. Because we want just the bottom, which is that one. So if I could zoom in, very, very simple circuit this, guys. Very simple circuit. This is as simple a circuit as you could ever wish to actually get. I mean, there's nothing complicated about it. Right, this is for the Major stroke Major Deluxe. There you go. Now, if I get my pencil, yeah, we're where we want to be. Right, mains coming in here, obviously. Record deck motor connecting to here. This is your primary here, so we'll put a P for primary. That's primary. And this is secondary, so we'll put a P. Yeah. That's secondary. And this is heater winding, so we'll put H for heater there. Right. So this is 240 volts, this is 6.3 volts, this is 240 volts in, but this is 240 volts isolated. This is 240 volts isolated, guys. It's going into the metal rectifier, into the 32 UF. The other end that's going to ground, which it shows there. We're going into the transformer. We also visit a 3.3k resistor, which we'll test. We've got a 25 UF there, and a 120 ohm there. We've got a 16 UF there. Now, this is a cathode coupler here. So this is, and there's your tone correction 0.05 tone correction there. So yeah, that's pretty simple. I mean, you can't get any more fucking simpler than that, can you? Your signal is fed in here. So this is your cartridge where it says PU pickup. This is your cartridge. It's fed straight into straight the positive side. The pickup is fed straight into the centre. The pickup, the positive of the pickup is fed straight into the wiper of the volume control. The other end of the volume control goes to ground. This end goes to ground, which is there, and this end goes into grid 1 of the valve. Then we've got this one here, which is, and then we've got this one here, which goes into your screen grid. This is 33k, and that goes to your screen grid. So we can actually, we can actually test. Let me just have a look at the chassis. I think this one, yeah, 6X, yeah, this is for the G32. Yeah, this is for the G32. There's your rectifier. Yeah, I just wanted to look at something there. And there are two valves. I thought it was actually for the early conquest. It's not. Anyway, I've got that, so I've got the manual, I've got the paperwork for that. I've moved my paper now, haven't I? But that's it, guys. Very, very simple circuit. So AC on that side, which means on the, if we move the paperwork, if we look at the transformer, AC on there, AC on there. So that's primary. I wrote them down in wrong places, it doesn't matter. That's primary. And yeah, if you're not sure, that one there is not used. So basically, if you're not sure, if you're not sure, that one there's ground. So if you're not sure, all you do is, we'll use our yellow tester because I like this tester. We'll use this for this job. It's just this. So zoom out a bit. That'll do. Now, that to there, that to there, and that to there. Hit the button. We're not going to wait 5 seconds, don't need to. Right, 3.138 micro henries, 167.2 ohms, 1 kilohertz test frequency. So go to ground, and then go to the heater, which is there, and that should tell us, yeah, 168.6 micro henries, 43.5 ohms. Yeah. Now we go to HT, right, that's 1,420 henries and 244.8 ohms and 1 kilohertz test frequency. That's how that's what that machine does. It does things that your multimeter can't do. I mean, your multimeter does a lot more than what that can do, but that does things it can't do. So basically, yeah, HT, let's mark these a bit clearer. What we'll do, we'll get the paperwork. Because it shows you on here, see, and it shows you there your motor, they go on either end. So if we go, well, we don't need to write it down, it's showing us. There's your, yeah, there's your two end ones there. Yeah, that one there's your heater, that's your ground, because obviously it's got a ground lug on it. That's your ground, that's your, are we in shot? Yes. So either end is your they're your primary. Either end there's your primary, that's where your power lead gets soldered on effectively. Then that's ground, which is a common ground. Then you've got this one here, which is your heater, and next to him you've got that one there, which is your HT. So we don't need to write it down, we know. So pretty simple amplifier. We'll just test these two resistors. Just move the paperwork. Pretty simple amplifier. Not really much on here to give you any trouble. You know, these are bread and butter amplifiers. They're so simple to do, it's unreal. They're so easy, it ain't even funny. I've got a fly buzzing around in it and all. It's been, don't know if it's the same one, but one's been bugging me all fucking day, to be honest. So that is our 0.9695 ohms. So which one is that? That should be the 100 ohms. That should be the 120, which it is. And the 33k, which is this one here, which is brown, black, brown, black, orange. Get it right, Andy. And that's 11.7k. That's gone up. That's 11.7k. So we need to replace that. We need to replace that with a 3.3. We may replace this one as well. Yeah, 96, because that should be 120 really. Yeah, because that should be 120 because that's going into it's that one there. It's going into there. So that should be 120 ohms according to the paperwork. And this one, that one should be, where's my phone? I'll double check them. See where we are with this. It should be 3.3 according to the shit. But there again, it might be a different version. Let's have a look. Right, so it's brown, black, orange. 10k. Oh, it's 10k, it's right. So why is the circuit saying 3.3k? Must be a revision. But it's right, and that's what would have been put in there originally. It's an original part, so it's right. It's only a little bit over, so that's okay. Now, brown, black, brown. That's 100k, so that's 100 ohms. So that's in spec, so both of them are, so they can stay. But yeah, in this circuit here, it says that it's 100, that is 3.3k. But this might be for this is for the Dansette, this is for the Major Deluxe. So it might be a slightly different amplifier. Let's have a look at the other amplifier, because this is for this is ECL 82 based, I think. That doesn't use that uses a fucking hell a lot more fucking bits than what this does. Yeah, that uses a lot more bits. That uses a lot more bits than what that fucker does. Yeah. An 18k there, an 100k there. Yeah, this is the DT amplifier, and I think this has a bass and treble control. It does. Has a 1 meg ohm there for the volume going in. It has a 250k there potentiometer, and it has a 1 meg ohm there as well going in. So that's the bass. That's the later one for the Conquest. That's the one I put in. Yeah, it's showing you two speakers. Yeah, it's showing you two speakers. That's the one I put in Kevin's record player the other day. That's the amplifier I put in for that. So the closest one we've got really is basically this fucker that we're using. The two resistors don't add up, but that being said, they are original because they're the colour and style they used. So yeah, right. And it uses a 3-13 transformer. Most of them did. Most of them had the same transformer. It was a case of one fits all. Yeah, this is the left amplifier. Yeah, left Dansette model 14-3 amplifier for Major Deluxe. Now what they're saying this one is, yeah, this one's slightly different. This is a this is a C50157-4. So it's a slightly different amplifier, but it's pretty much the same cup of tea. It's pretty much the same dinner, guys. There's not much difference between this and this is supposed to be the early one, but you know, the paperwork's pretty much the same. You know, we've got the everything here going to ground, so we check to make sure everything actually is going to ground. So we'll bring the amplifier back and we can check to make sure that, because we can go on to what they're doing here, guys. They've got, oh no, that's right, no, that's right, that's right, that's the wire going to, is that right? Is that right? Wire going to the middle, wire going to the grid. I thought the pickup went to the grid. I thought the pickup went to the grid. Sorry, I thought the pickup. Yeah, there's the pickup there. One side of it goes to the wiper, and the other side goes to ground. Yeah, one side goes to the wiper, the other side goes to ground. Yeah. Yeah, this wire's in the wrong place. This wire. Yeah, this wire's in the wrong place, guys, because this wire, if I can get back, bring the paperwork back, can we see it? Just about. Let's move it over a bit. Right. Yeah, this wire here, this wire, let's get my pencil. Right, this is your pickup there, and there's your input going to the wiper, saving your cartridge to your wiper. Then you've got one side of your potentiometer going to ground, the other side of your potentiometer goes into grid 1. So that's wired arse upwards, and he wouldn't be getting a fucking hum. Because I've done this for him before, and he must have fucked about. Because I'm sure I've done this amping, I'm sure this has been here before. So what we have to do, oh hang on, no, that's wrong, that's fucking wrong, that, because let's take these off, I'm going to replace that wire anyway, that red one. But that's supposed to go to that side. It's supposed to go there. The red, the black is supposed to go on the other side. The black is ground, so the black is supposed to go there. And the red from the pickup is supposed to go there. Right, now that's how that's supposed to go. That's how the circuit is showing it goes. Pardon me. Yeah, that's how the circuit's showing us. Yeah, because we've got the pickup going to positive of the pickup, which is the red one from the pickup. So this is positive plus, negative minus the pickup. So there you go. Right, now I'm going to get that fucking fly before I go to bed. Right, hang on a minute, guys, I'm being eaten by my undies. Shit. Oh, okay, now. Shit. You know, you just move and you get in a funny position. Your undies tighten up and you get nipped. It fucking hurts. Right, we'll be going shortly anyway, but so this is your red here, plus going in to your going into your 1 meg ohm pot, which is your volume control, and it's then going, then your grid wire from your grid here, from this side of your volume control, is going into your grid here. So you could look, it's there and it humps, because it doesn't connect to there, it humps over there and goes in. So that's how it's, so that's probably why he's getting an horrendous hum, because this was wired arse upwards. Now, have I wired it the correct way? I don't know. Should the ground, yeah, I think I have done it right, because we've got the ground coming off here going to here. So yeah, I think we are right there. So that's it, guys. So what we can do now, we can put the transformer back on. What I'll do, I probably won't replace that wire. What I'll probably do is put a bit of heat shrink over it. That'll sort it out. That's connected back up. Lift that up a bit. There we go. Let's get our screws, get our fixings, and put our transformer back. Then we can wire the transformer back up. Right, and it goes. Don't suppose it matters which way it goes. Well, it's going to go that way because that's the way it was taken out. Yep. Yeah, this was an amplifier that I did, and when it left me it was working, as they always are. Yeah, I've had this amplifier here before, not the full record player, but I've had this amplifier. I recognise some of the work. So, but it's not my issue that it's not working, because he must have had it apart and done something with it, because that was wired as it should be when it left here. Believe it or not, that did tighten up. It took forever, but it did tighten up. I'll put the other. Now let's move it out of the way a minute, so we can line that up. That's a bit fucking thingy, isn't it? It'll tighten up as it goes down. It should do. We'll test this amplifier tomorrow, guys. Too late to fuck about putting amps on at this time of night. Can't go fucking switching amps on at this time of night. There you go. I've got a feeling that I might have to undo the other fucking side. I'd rather not, but yeah, I have to undo the other side because it's not quite straight and it's not going in. There you go. That's it. We get the nut. It can be a bit fiddly getting this in, especially when you've got big fat fingers like mine. There you go. We can wire all this back up in a minute. There we go. That's it. Now let's get you back in view if we can. Let's put our wires back on. So these are, this is your primary, goes on the end here. primary, then the other side of that, get the other side of the motor wire. Where's he gone? There he is. Let's put that on, put these on. Let's move that over a minute. There we go. Get this into place. It can be a bit of a bastard. There you go. Wait for that to solidify. It has done. Now, bring this one. There you go. The heater. This is your heater. First of all, we can enter up the HT because it's nearest. That's the HT into the old recce. That's HT. Into the old rectifier. Then we've got this one, which is to our heater. We'll just do it like that. There you go. And the negative is automatically connected, and we'll check that because this is ground. Hang on. Yeah. No circuit there, that's right. Shouldn't be a circuit. Oh yeah, they should. That's the valve heater. Why is that short in there? There shouldn't be a short there. Shouldn't be a heater. Shouldn't be anything on there. And why is that? Right, let's get a screwdriver. Looks like we might. Yeah, we might have a. Yeah, because it's not supposed to be. Because that's positive. That's the heater positive, so it's not supposed to have. That's ground. That's right. Yeah, that's correct. Now, we shouldn't have, unless it's reading the winding, it could be reading the winding. Oh yeah, 44 ohms. It's reading the winding, guys. Yeah, it's reading the winding, yeah. Oh, I'm on capacitance there. There you go. 44 ohms. Yeah, it's reading the winding, that's cool, we're alright. So, that's negative. Yeah, nothing pretty much, 0.3. That's good enough. Right. So I think the actual issue was and I think we've resolved it. We'll sort all this, put all this back together later. Right, I think the issue was, really, it was, yeah, we'll take that wire back off, put a bit of heat shrink on there, because the wire itself is intact, it just looks horrible, but we'll sort of deal with that. That goes to your grid, which is there, got no shorts anywhere. I'm happy with all that, to be honest. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. And the valves up there, the EL84. Yeah, I don't remember leaving that like that though. I could have done to keep it away from the valve. But yeah, they look like my capacitors. But that being said, it could be anyone's, but yeah, I think I've had this here before because it had a couple of my wires in it, but they weren't in that condition when it left here. I can assure you of that, guys. They were nice and neat. I mean, that's nice and neat now. That's nice and neat now. That's not going to do anything. That's not going to hurt anything now. So yeah, so that's there's your ground. That's your ground. That one there was your mains in. Mains in at the other end, because I wrote an M there. I wrote an S, and then I wrote an M. Yeah, that's right. That's heaters, HT. Yeah, we're right there. We're good. Speaker. Right, guys. We'll test this tomorrow. I'll chuck this up for. I don't know. Might even put it up tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. Chuck it up tomorrow. Finish it off. Right, let's get back to this. Turn the soldering iron on. Zoom out a bit. There we go. Put my phone over there. Right. So what we want to do, we want to double check everything we did last night, because we are now into the next day. Check everything we did last night. Right, so that's all back on as it should be, and we can actually connect. This goes to the motor, but it also goes to the secondary, so we can actually yeah, we can get the safe block. Where would I put that? Where did I put the safe block? Because I've had a bit of a tidy up, you see, guys. So things are not where they fucking should be. Where's the bastard safe block? Here somewhere. I'll put it in a drawer. Not in the drawer, is it? Not in that one. What about this one? Yeah. It's in my drawer. There we go. Right, so what we can do here, guys, we can take this chock block, because this goes to the same place as what the secondary does, primary, sorry. So we can take this chock block off, and we can connect the motor wires straight into. Not much fucking wire on them, is there? Not much fucking wire on them, guys. That's better. Right. So what we're doing, we're going to connect this. That shouldn't really be going through there, because if that chafes it will short out. That's not supposed to go through there, guys. I mean, it really isn't. Connect the brown to the brown, although it doesn't really matter. Put the valve in. Put this over here from Put the valve in a second. That's plug that into the wall. That socket there, especially for the variac, and we'll give it half voltage, as always. We're okay. We're not plugged in yet. Plug the EL84 in. Which one of these speakers? Right, we can leave the speaker under there. We can leave the actual speaker under there, guys, because we've got enough wire on it here to bring it up. And we'll still hear it. That's fully on. Tone, don't know where the tone is. Right, not worried. Don't know where my posh wire cutters have gone. In here somewhere, we've not got a clue where to find them. The posh strippers and... Right. So what we'll do, doesn't matter which way we connect it, as long as we connect it. And make sure that all this lot, this wire's pre-tinned, might be aluminium shit. So we can put that there, that's out of the way. They're not going to touch. That's good. Put the standing knife on that to keep a bit of weight on it. There we go. Right, plug the variac in, which I think is that one. Isn't it? No. It ain't, it's that one. Yeah, we just heard him make a noise. So let's put this on and let's connect the meter, because we want to look for HT. So we'll connect the negative and the meter there, and we can get one of our clip leads, one of our nice clip leads. Any colour will do. If I can ever get the fucking thing out. There you go. Right. Let's pull the live out, because we don't need the live. Plug that into there. Put the meter on. And we'll see if we're getting any HT. We can click this straight onto our rectifier there, and that'll tell us, that'll give us a good indication. .82 volts. Oh, hang on, where's the grid wire? So at least we're getting voltage. So, there we go. At least we're getting voltage. It's making DC anyway. Hey Courtney!
Hi.
You alright?
Yeah,
Yeah, not bad. How's little fella?
hi.
Nice one. I'll see you in a bit.
See ya.
Right. Come off, you cunt. Jesus. Because it's fucking slippy. Let's try and hold it like that. There you go. Right, let's put that back on there. Right. Turn on the function generator and get our lead. Right, we're only putting 1 volt into this, but we're going to need 3 because it uses 3 volts to drive the cartridge. There you go. It uses a 3 volt cartridge. Right, so this had a loud hum. That was the fault reported. Alright, so let's see what we get now. Give it a bit more. Let's just look at the HT. Yeah, 84 volts. 10 something. We're not getting much. Well, that's not right. Oh yeah. Right, that's full voltage. Let's turn it down a minute. Right, I need the knobs now, and I'll put them in the fucking box, didn't I, with it? Have we got any knobs knocking about? I don't fancy touching them shafts with no fucking knob on, because they're metal shafts and can't find a fucking knob anywhere. That's fucking good, isn't it? Oh, here's one. There's one. Fidelity knob. Come on, you should fit on there. Nope. Fucking doesn't. Swat. Right. Let me go into the actual record player because it's actually just here. Get the fucking knobs. And it's. See if I can get that past the speaker. So I don't have to lift the changer out at this point. That was Courtney just on her way out. Going to get little Tommy from me. I think he goes to some sort of play group during the day. I mean, that's what they need though, isn't it? I mean, yeah, no good on being sat around all day getting bored shitless. And the weather's not exactly ideal, so yeah, play groups are a good idea. Yeah, we had similar things when I was a kid. You know, we could go to what we used to call it play school. You know, during the holidays. Yeah, we used to do it when I was a kid, and we could go and get school dinner. We could go and get a school dinner as well. You know, you could go into any school. And this is when I was a kid, during the 6 weeks holidays, you could walk into any school. Just turn this plug off to be safe. You could walk into any school and get a school dinner. Back then, you know, we don't know what the story is with that these days, but yeah, you could. You could go into any school back then. Right, so let's turn this back on. We know we've got no horrible hum now because we want to check the volume. Because Milado had wired the grid and the pickup the wrong way round. We're warming up. Let's check the volume. That's not turning down. And the tone isn't working. So that's did I have it the wrong way around? Yeah. See if I can find out. The idea is it's working anyway, just not getting anything from the control. Well, a little bit, but not much. So we'll try and put this on the centre of the wiper. See what we get from there. Yeah, I'd wired it wrong. My mistake. Yeah. Mind you, you won't hear the tone because it's on a 1K tone going in. I can hear something bubbling away there. Something doesn't sound good there. We've got something warming up. No? Could be just a valve. Yeah, it could be just a valve. Well, the valve's getting nice and warm. Well, this tone capacitor. No, that's not warm. So nothing's actually overheating. So let's put our ground back in. There we go. So no, nothing's overheating. It must be just a valve. Right, so what we'll do, see, we've got a sine wave going in. If I can knock it to, I can't remember how to do it, because I don't use it that often. Well, that's a good tone, that, guys. And we've got 129 volts HT on there, so that's good. That's where you want to see it. It's what we want to be looking. It's what we're looking at. It's what we need. It's what the meter's telling us. Now we've turned that off. Oh yeah, it will do, won't it? Still be on, won't it? Because we're going straight in, so we need to turn it off with that. Good job I didn't put my fucking hand in there somewhere, wasn't it? Because we're still on now. We're coming down now with 6 volts. Now let me try and change this. Try and change this wave. Step, sine, square. That's the one. That's the one. So now we should be able to adjust our tone. I think the tone's actually working, because you just don't hear it on a sine wave. I'll tell you what. Tell you what, folks. Let me use. Let me put the scope on. We'll do it with the scope. We'll use the oscilloscope, and we can see if the tone moves by using the oscilloscope. These clips are a bit fucked. Put that over there, out of the way. Right, we're getting the sine wave going in there, because it's shouldn't be getting fuck all going through there really. Let's press the auto setup shit. Right. Right, well we're on channel 1. So auto set. Let's turn off channel 1, which is the yellow one. Oh, channel 1 is the blue one. Got the leads the wrong way around. Right. There's channel 1 gone. Oh no, channel 2, we're on channel 2, that's okay. No, we're right. Right, well, it's the blue one we're looking at. Right. It's working anyway, but why are we not getting... oh, hang on, that's it. Right. Don't know why we're getting a sine wave there. Horizontal position scale. Right. Put this back on sine. First of all, let's try the tone. Oh, the tone doesn't seem to make any difference, and I'm not sure why. Oh yeah, I am. But the bloody wires come off. Right, so let's put it back on sine. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Sine. There you are. Right, so we know the tone wires come off, so we can solder that on. It's just come off there. We can solder that back on. Let's turn that channel 1 off. There you go. Trigger channel. We need. I'll tell you what. Let's put that back on because let's turn it off for a sec. And what we'll do. There you go. Right, we'll move the yellow one. Right, the yellow one's moved. Right, don't worry about the yellow one. Position. Right. Right, let's turn this back on. Should start to warm up. And if I can get the camera 3, camera. Right, let's press. There we are. We're triggered then. So that's on. That's putting 3 volts in. Right, trigger. Force. Let's press auto. Now let's adjust. Rid of that. That. Scale. That's it. There we go. There we go, guys. If I can put you on camera 3, camera 1, move some shit so we're not in the way. Now, so we know why the tone isn't working because the wires come off. Now if I can come back, there we go, get us pretty centred on the oscilloscope and get the remote control. But this is working lovely, this amplifier now. There you go, guys, it's the bottom one you're looking at. There you go. It's a bit jiggly, but there again, that's not bad. I mean, if we turn it down, look at that, perfectly straight line. turn it up. That's good. There you go. Turn the variac off. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Right. Right, well this amplifier's done. Has the battery in the meter run out, or has it just timed out and gone off? Doesn't always go off this meter. Has it gone flat? No. Timed out and gone off. Right, so let me see if there's any no, there's no HT. Let's turn the instruments off because we're finished with those. Yeah, if you get yourself a signal generator, guys, make sure you get yourself an oscilloscope as well, because one's not very much use without the other. Right, so you know, really you're best having both, because one's really not much good without the other. So right, let's take the valve out while we just finish off. Just got to solder the tone wire on. The tone wire come off, didn't it? Don't know when the tone wire come off, but it came off, and that's the reason why the tone isn't working. So we'll just solder, turn the soldering iron on, it would help. Disconnect this from the safe block. We're safe, there we go. The variac's turned off, just turn that off there. That's the plug socket for the variac. Disconnect the speaker. Right, this can go back into its case. It's record player. I don't know if I'm going to show you that, probably might, I don't know yet. I'll decide in a couple of seconds. Right. Let's just clean, let's just strip a bit of this off. Would help if it fucking go. Come on, wire. Give up the unequal struggle. That's it. Give up the fight. You can't win. Right, so there's no hum on this at all now, guys. This is working absolutely perfectly. Yeah, I'll tell you what I did get as well a couple of weeks ago, and I've not used them yet. I got these I got these fiberglass efforts. I got one that's fiberglass. I think two of them are fiberglass. Yeah, that's a bit softer, but it's still fiberglass. There's different softnesses, and that's a brass brush, and that's a steel brush for those jobs where we need that kind of thing. I haven't used them yet, but we will. Now I've lost my solder. I was losing me fucking, so there it is. I think I've got a ghost in here that likes solder. I know there's a solder fairy that likes taking my solder. Right. There you go. That's the tone wire back on. Right. Yeah, we're good. Everything's sorted out there now, so we don't have to worry about any of that. Take this. Still got an instrument connected to the pickup wires, so that's all done now, guys. This amplifier is now given a clean bill of health and it's working. Pull the knobs off. Let's unplug that wire from the meter. Unplug that from the meter. I'm going to order some more of these guys, these wires, because they're bloody good. You know, you can just clip on instead of having to fuck about. How many did I get? Because I got a black and a red one somewhere. 5, 3, 4. There's 3 here, 4, 5. I got, because I got a black and a red one somewhere. There, I think they're over on that bench there somewhere. I need to dig them out. They're over there somewhere. Sure they are. Oh, they're on here somewhere. I just can't see them. But yeah, we're having a bit of a clear out. Yeah, we're having a good clear out in the workshop, guys. Getting rid of a load of shit I don't fucking need or I'm never going to use. I gave Mildred a load of capacitors the other day. Some of them were new, some of them were used. They were in a fucking capacitor thing. You know, they were actually in a parts. They were actually in one of them parts drawer cabinet things. You know, they were in one of them. I got it years ago for a friend of mine, but I've just got too much shit knocking about, and you know, I don't really fucking need it, so I gave it to the Mildred. You know, and he's always saying, he's always going on that he's running out of bits and he wants this and he wants that and he could do with a bit of this and a bit of that, a few of these and a few of those. And you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not scared of putting his hand in his pocket. You know, he will buy stuff, don't get me wrong, he's not a tight fucker. He will buy stuff, but you know, there's no point in him buying fucking 10 or 15 or something if he only wants fucking one. You know, that's no point. That defeats the object. So I had these knocking, I had them and I weren't using them, so I gave them to him. You know, it just means that, you know, yeah, and this has got to go back on, not forget that. Alright, glasses, because we're going to put the record player back in its case. So zoom out on the camera, and we'll zoom in if we need to. Depend on which camera we use. Yeah, let me know, guys, on what you think about the camera positions at the moment. Whether you think they're a load of shit or whether you think they're okay. I mean, I do listen to you guys because it's you guys. You're the guys that watch the videos. So there's holes in the bottom of this where he's fucking put the wrong screws in. Oh well, not my problem. Not my problem, folks, not my problem. Do I care? Not really. Right, so what we'll do, we've got to solder the power lead back on as well. So we'll do that in a few minutes. We'll just take the inspection panel out, which is not supposed to come out. It's supposed to be part of the fucking case, but it's been damaged. Right. Right, so when I'm with you, you're not with me. Right, let's sort this power lead out. Right. I'm not going to strip this down a lot because we're just going to dig that into there. There you go. Pull the wires out of here. A pair of pliers. strip it down a bit and then just clip it down to where we need it. That'll do us. There you go, take the excess off so it looks neat. There you go, don't know where that went, it doesn't matter. Right, so this is the earth, this is the earth, standing knife, get this all prepared. That's that. Hey, we are getting there, guys. We are getting there. I'll clip that so it's the same length as the live. There you go. Right. And what we'll do, we'll put a nice earth on this. Yeah. There you go. That's the blue. Right. There you go. Always close the blade on your knife when you're doing this. Right, so we can connect and sort this back out. Right, where's the screwdriver I was using earlier? Probably fucking buried. I've got a screwdriver that fits these perfectly. There it is. Right, so we'll put the brown into there. Yeah, we've got a couple of forthcoming attractions coming, guys. We've got Richard's Philips tape recorder to do, which I might do next, I'm not sure. Well, actually next I'm going to do Mildred's jukebox amp. Do that next. Right, let's lift the amplifier chassis up. We'll not put the valve back in it yet, we'll do that after. Right, so what we can do, we can, right, and what he did, he actually fed this through a hole, and you're not supposed to do that, because if it chafes, it could be fucking lethal. If you're going to feed wires through a hole, use a fucking grommet. Make sure the hole's big enough. Just shove them through because there's a hole there. I mean, you wouldn't fucking stick your dick in a fucking nest full of wasps, would you? You know? You can do it properly, guys. If you're gonna fucking do it properly. I mean, the wires were never fed through them holes. They're designed to be used to mount the amplifier in a different configuration. If it's used in a different configuration, that's what the extra holes are for. See, because Dansette didn't make these amps, they were made for them. I don't think this fucking motor's the original. It could be, but the fucking might have come out of a radiogram, this deck. Because look how long the fucking wires are. Stupidly long, and they don't have to be that long. Right, so what we'll do now, we'll move these out of the way so we don't scorch them. We'll do the earth last. Move it out of the way. Yeah, I'll do the earth last. Now what he did, he soldered this on. but if it didn't quite do it the way I would like to do it. Now let's get the pliers. I'm going to need them to grip the next one. If I can. There you go. The wire there. Now the insulation just slid straight off. So let's put that. Clip that on. There you go. Now, let's get that piece that's shorting out onto there. That was well spotted, Andy. Yeah, that was well spotted. Now, let's tin up the wires that are going to be mounted screwed on, be soldered on. Let's tin these up. Where's my fucking solder gone again? You can add it in my hand a minute ago. I did see some here a minute ago. Where did I see that? There it is. Or is that a piece of fucking... Yeah, it's a piece of solder. What we'll do, we'll tin these up. Get them soldered on. Just wipe the iron. There you go. Right, just clip those down a bit because a bit on the... No, I'll tell you what, we'll leave them. Right, so we'll connect the blue to where the blue went. Feed it through the hole. Fold it over. Whoops. Will do us. Try not to burn my fucking hand with the soldering iron. It's always a good idea not to. There you go. Have a look how that is on the bottom. Good enough. Not going anywhere, that. Now let's tin the earth up because I forgot to tin the earth up. In fact, actually, I'm not going to put the earth there. Tell you where I'm going to put the earth. I'm going to put it on the switch. I'm going to put it on the transformer. I'm going to put it on the transformer. Put the earth. I can solder it to here. Oh, I'm going to not tinned it. I can solder the earth to there because that's ground. It all goes to the same place, and that will be better. There you go. Solder it. You're not really seeing much. We're doing this, guys, because I think this still can't fucking see much. Right. So that's everything done. All we've got to do is solder the wires back on for the pick 'em up. We'll do that shortly. Move that wire. Put the wire, the chassis back into the cabinet and show where we need to be. We're good. Alright. Now let's start getting this together. Right. Put the screw box in there. Right. Right, so what we'll do, we'll move that out of the way. There you go. We can get the wire under that in a minute and clamp it down. Right. Now where's the fucking hole for this? There it is. Didn't exactly put them straight. This is what you took out. This is what's going. This is what I took out. This is what's going in. There you go. You and me and you. Then we have to change screwdrivers because is that magnetic? No, it ain't. Can I get my hand down there? No, I can't. Can I get? Have I got? Where's my magnetic piece of fucking thing? I've got a magnetic fucking thing somewhere. Like an aerial. I can find that. I can stick to it, I think. But it's fucking finding things. You know, because we don't know where. Did I just see it? No. I thought it was in one of these. It is. It actually is somewhere, but that might be it. Yeah. So what we can do, try and balance the screw onto the hole, because like that, look. And what we do, we force this, what we do, not force actually, we actually put this down, screw down into the hole. Now if I can get the screwdriver on there. Do you know if people used, I don't think there's supposed to be a fucking screw there anyway. Right, well we've got it on the thing, so see if we can get the screwdriver on it and tighten it up. Yeah. There you go. Don't know whether the cartridge in this actually works. Don't really care. Solder the speaker wire on. I don't care whether the cartridge works, it's not my issue. Solder the speaker wire back on. Fuck's sake. There you go. So that has been a fucking nuisance. That's got it. No, it hasn't. Fucking arsehole. Bit more fucking solder on the speaker. So you're trying to get down the front here. Pull that fucking piece of wire off this fucking. There's a fucking straggler there. get that off. There you go. Now let's stick this fucking speaker socket, speaker plug, speaker wire even, back on. Tell you what, I'm going to do the bottom one first because I won't fucking see the top one in a second. I mean, when these were made, they actually came with when these were made, they actually came with the speaker. Ouch! My fucking hand! Burnt me fucking hand, guys. That's still not fucking on. It is now. Burnt me fucking finger. That's fucking not sticking to that. Why? It's got fucking solder on it. It has now. That's how I'm going to solder it to the top one. Okay. That's it, it's on. Now the wires from the volume control up to, they need to be tinned. They need to be tinned. And where we're going to put them so I can fucking keep them in a position where I can fucking tin them. Let's try doing that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking of stopping doing the previews, guys, because not many people are coming in to watch them. I begin to think it's wasting me fucking time, to be honest. I mean, it'll eventually come to the end, the electronics videos at some point, because eventually I'll have done everything and there'll be nothing left for me to fucking do, because I'm not doing the same thing over and over. That's not happening. But what's he done here? Don't know what the fuck he's done. I'm just soldering them to where they fucking came from. I just had some drip on me. Right, so I'm just gonna stick them back on. That's on. And the black one went there. Yeah, he's put a fucking yellow earth in, and he's not supposed to have a yellow earth in the arm, but that's what he's put in. That wouldn't cause the hum. That wouldn't cause the hum. You know? That wouldn't cause the hum. I wouldn't have thought so. I'd be very surprised. Right, so we have one screw that goes in here. And it goes there. Don't have two screws in that. I have one. And that screw doesn't fit there, it's too fuck's sake. There you go. It's the right screw, it's just fucking... It is the right, it's sort of the right screw. See if it goes in the other side. There you go. There's only supposed to be one screw in there, not two. Right, let's put the knobs on. Put them centre so the shaft is, the flat spot on the shaft faces up. It's on. Do the same with the tone. So the shaft faces up. It's easier to align the knobs. There you go. There's a hole in the front of this as well. They must have tried putting a fucking light on it. Right. Oh. Let's put it through. Put it under strain relief. Where's the other screwdriver? There it is. This should screw in. That's it. It's going nowhere. Turn this motorboard round. Right. Drop it. Oh, I'm going to put the valve in. I knew I'd forget something. I'd forget my fucking head if it wasn't. Fucking hell, I can't see the fucking valve pins. There you go. Right, so it's about there. Fuck me. The problem is when you're trying to put them in, the valve pins are not quite lined up. There we go. Make sure there's no wires drooping over the valve. Pickup wires can go down there. Power lead there. Motor wires well out of the way there. Make sure nothing's drooping over your valve. Oh shit. We didn't hit anything, luckily. Yeah. Don't know where Matthew gets these record players, but I'll be honest with you guys, none of them are any good. In fact, before we put the screws back in, just make sure that everything's doing what it should, so we don't have to come back to it. We'll plug that into there. We don't need the variac this time, because we know that it does work. We've had it on, so we know what that is. I'm going to label them leads later. .78. Got a needle in that. Yeah, probably a 78 one. Turn it over. That should be an LP one. let's play a record. Where's me? Me fucking Philly shave twist. See, it's under here somewhere. It gets fucking... There it is. That's it. Right. I've not done that to the changer, so if it doesn't work, that's not my problem. That's not my problem, guys. He does them himself. So it's working.
Twist round and round and round like the Philly shave. Round and round. With that rotary action like the Philly shave. Round and round. Twist up and down and tilt like it's floating heads. Unique shave. Twist here, twist there, twist just like it's floating heads. Floating, floating heads caress your face. Like the softest hair. Stubborn whiskers go without a trace. This personal touch is so unique. Only Philly shave. It's made for every face by a new technique. Let's twist. Stubborn whiskers go without a trace. Now this personal touch is so unique. Only Philly shave. And it's made for every face by a new technique. Well, now it's made the major shaving with the Philly shave. Personal touch. Your top. Well, now it's made the major shaving with the Philly shave. Personal touch. Your top is stubble, don't worry, Philly shave. Personal touch. Here's the modern twisting shave that a razor never gave. Shave smooth out, wig out, close out. Throw away the Phillips.
Loud enough.
Throw away the Phillips. I said a Phillips. Philly shave.
I don't service the changes in these. If he wanted them doing, I'd do them, but I don't, so he doesn't, so. At the end of the day, guys, that is done. So. It's another one sorted. Another one done. Two more screws, oh no, a couple more screws. Go and put the inspection screws back in. For the inspection panel. Now, well, that screwdriver, is that magnetic? Yeah. It's just magnetic. You know, they're only brass coated, these screws, because the fucking magnet picks them up. Right, so I'm happy with that, guys. He brought one with a radio on, at least he said he did. I can't fucking see it anywhere. I can't see it, and I've looked through all his record players. He can come up and pick his fucking stuff up soon. It's everything I want to do is done. You know, everything that's fucking worthy is done. Well, none of it's fucking worthy, really, but... wonder where he gets this rubbish from. He must troll car boot sales and fucking, you know, junk shops. So I don't care, why should I? Right. Get here. That one there is a bit big. It can go in the middle. It's a fucking... That can go in there because it's more in fucking keeping than what was in there. Hope it don't come out the fucking front. Shouldn't do. Okay, now. I'll do. The last one, which is a thin one, goes in there. So this is all sorted now, guys. This is ready to go back to from whence it came. There you go. Right. That's done. Get my record back. There you go. The only good thing I can say about this is the fucking, it's got a decent mat on it. Not much else I can fucking say about it. After all, it's a Dansette. They were shit when they were made and they're still shit today. These ones are anyway. The ones with the ECC, the ones that have got preamp valves in them or ECL 82s in them, they're alright. But these fucking things, you gotta have a, I mean, he'll have spent 30 quid, or nearly 40 quid, I had about 39 quid on the cartridge. Because they're dead cartridges and that's a new one that's in it. So, you know, and to be honest with you know, the record player's not worth 30 quid. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave that there, get this up for you. Thank you very much. Like, share, subscribe, buy me a coffee if you want to. And like I say guys, remember, if you don't watch the previews, if you don't comment in the preview, when I preview them, I'm going to stop doing the previews because it's not worth it. I'm going to do this one. If I don't get any comments in it, it's the last one. And I'm just going to chuck them straight up. Thanks guys, more to come later. Bye for now. Like I say, like, share, subscribe, buy me a coffee. And comment. There's no point me fucking doing them if you don't comment. Bye for now guys.
Vintage audio repair is our main. Bringing old electronics back to life is our game. Tubes and wires we arrange. Every circuit we exchange. Dusty gears begin to turn.